Hey, what's up guys? My name's Tristan. I'm the Flowery Branch Realtor. Today we're going over the pros and cons of living in Flowery Branch, Georgia. No reason to mess around. Let's just get right into it. The first pro, obviously, it's location. So you're northeast Georgia, northeast of Atlanta. You go right off of 85 that connects to 985 that eventually gets to Flowery Branch. It's only 45 minutes from Atlanta on a good day, an hour with traffic. 45 minutes from the airport, 45 minutes from any shopping, designer, luxury stores in Atlanta. But locally, you're really close to Lake Lanier, which is a coveted lake in Georgia. You're right beside Buford for additional shopping, additional restaurants. You're right beside Gainesville for more of that old time charm. Gainesville's a very old city, but has a lot of history in it. You're right beside Brazelton, which is booming. Cumming, Alpharetta, booming. So you're just in an amazing spot. You're kind of like in the epicenter of the best parts of Georgia. And also 45 minutes more north, you hit the mountains, and then you can go hiking or enjoy Dahlonega or do things that are much more rural. And actually, to piggyback off of its location, the way it's geographically designed because of the lake and all the interstates and how structurally it's set up, there's no traffic in Flowery Branch. It's very hard to get traffic. The only time you ever see it is people getting home from work, and it's very minor. It's never stop and go, stop and go. It's always just waiting on a red light, and that's just about it. Because if you wanted to go to another city, you would have gotten off at that exit. If you wanted to go to a different part of Flowery Branch, you would have had a whole different roadway system to get there. It's not a cut-through city. Like you don't drive through Flowery Branch to get to Gainesville. You just go to Gainesville. You don't drive through Flowery Branch to get to Brazelton. You just go to Brazelton. And the next pro, obviously I've already touched on it a couple times, but Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier, you're right beside it. You're literally connected to Lake Lanier, which is awesome for many different reasons. Whether it's having a ton of fun in the water or having a ton of fun at the water park that it offers, which is technically in Buford, but you're like 15 minutes away from it. Or if it's you love looking at the beautiful lake houses, or you just enjoy sitting by the beach at the lake. Whatever it is, you have the lake. And it also helps increase the home value. Another pro about Lake Lanier is that there's multiple different public boat drop points where you can drop in your own boat free of charge. You can just enjoy the lake. You don't have to pay for parking or worry about the mess of the traffic or you gotta go through this toll guy. No, you just drop your boat in, park your truck, get on your boat, go have fun. And if you enjoy camping, you have two different spots like Van Pugh and Old Federal where you can put up a tent, do a picnic table, enjoy some time with the family by the lake. And while we're on the topic of nature, like Lake Lanier, we have Cherokee Bluff Park, which is a protected park that has a lake on it where you can go fishing. There's a whole trail, there's a little creek that you can walk beside. There's plenty of space to enjoy time with your dog. There is a dog park, there's a playground for kids. You can rent out the building if you wanted to have a birthday party. There's also a massive amphitheater if you wanted to throw your own concert. Cherokee Bluff Park is like the place to go in Flowery Branch, and it's super close because it's kind of in the middle of Flowery Branch. Okay, now kind of getting off the subject of nature, you have the next pro, which is the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons training camp is here in Flowery Branch. We are the home of the Falcons, which is kind of cool because sometimes you'll even see a Falcon just like walking around and going shopping. Maybe they're picking up Chick-fil-A. Oh, and then also they host a training camp where all the fans can come watch them train and go through some plays and scrimmages. It's really fun. It's super neat concept. Even if you're not from the area, you can still come and enjoy it. It's super cool. Now, what you're waiting for is the school systems. So I have a ton of buyers who reach out to me who really want to live in Flowery Branch because of the school systems. It's probably the best in any of the surrounding areas because you have Cherokee Bluff High School, you have Flowery Branch High School, and then you also, depending on where you're zoned, or if you just pay the tuition, you can go to Buford High School, which I'm sure you've heard of Buford because they're always nationally ranked for their football team. And the school system is a city school system. It's incredible. Great school systems. People always want to move to this area because of those schools. They're always trying to get zoned into those schools, which is a part of Hall County schools. And it's not even because of the academics. Sometimes they also move because of the sports. Each of those schools have their own sports that they're good at. What's super neat about Flowery Branch is the massive array of neighborhoods that are in Flowery Branch. And on top of those neighborhoods, you have homes outside of an HOA, outside of a neighborhood, such as ones on the lake that have a dock permit that you can store a boat and go out on the lake, and then you can just have normal homes that just don't have an HOA. You can do whatever you want to it. But I'd say a lot of Flowery Branch is just gonna be a bunch of neighborhoods, and they're very, very nice neighborhoods. You have so many that are just like 3-bedroom, 2-bath neighborhoods, and then you have a lot of brick front neighborhoods, like a brick or stone front houses that have, a kind of bigger 3-2 or a smaller 4-3 setup inside. And then you also have neighborhoods like Sterling on the Lake, which has over 2,000 homes and tons of amenities. It's a massive, massive build out with a lake literally in the epicenter. You have a neighborhood like Reunion, which is technically Houston or Brazelton, but it's inside Flowery Branch, so I don't call it that. It's a Flowery Branch neighborhood. My opinion, shoot me, I don't care. But it's on a golf course. It's a golf course community with also tons of amenities like pickleball and tennis, just like Sterling on the Lake does. And then even higher than those, you have neighborhoods like Quailwood or Grandview Estate. And those neighborhoods are gonna give you more space in between each house. They're gonna be more custom built. There's gonna be much more character and unique finishes inside of them. They're gonna be 3-sided brick or 4-sided brick, and they're gonna be a little bit more expensive. And if you want something on the newer side, you have neighborhoods like Lancaster or Cambridge or Whitehorse Creek, or even Sterling on the Lake. They have some new homes as well. And then also Downspout Springs, there's a whole nother new construction development. And if you're a buyer that's looking for a starter home, we have those too. These ranches that are 3-2 with cute character. You also have townhouse developments like Tidewater Cove and Waterstone Crossing. Cinnamon Cove for like a 2-1 smaller townhouse. Flowery Branch has it all, like literally anything you need. Now let's talk about the cons, and it's not even really that bad, but probably the worst one is gonna be, it's just expensive. It's more expensive than all the surrounding areas, but you get what you pay for. So you have a lot of amenities. You're very close to Buford, Gainesville, the lake, and also phenomenal school systems. But the houses that you get, great quality, great builds, and you're gonna have a lot of amenities inside of those neighborhoods, such as the golf course or pickleball courts or tennis courts, pools, whatever it may be. And so the average home price for a house that sold in Flowery Branch was $533,000 in all of 2024. Now that's not to say you can't get into a house at $300,000, because we have that too, or even $250,000. But you can also spend upwards of $1.5 million, $2 million, $3 million on a very, 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 very nice lake home. There's everything. But some would see that as a con because obviously it's more expensive. You pay a little bit more, it's just gonna be a little bit more expensive. You're gonna have to be a higher income earner, but you do get a really awesome city with that. Now, another one, this is not gonna be a huge fan favorite, but there's limited restaurants. You have some locally owned restaurants such as Casa del Taco, Peyton's Pie, Antebellum. And then you also have chain restaurants such as Chick-fil-A, Firehouse Subs, Shane's Rib Shack, those chain restaurants that are also just incredible. But there's just not too many of them. So if you want some variety and you wanna drive out someplace, 10 minutes gets you to Oakwood and then you have 50 more options. 10 minutes the other way gets you to Buford and you have 1,000 more options. 15 minutes gets you over to Brazelton and then you have a few more options as well. 20 minutes gets you over to Gainesville, and then you have anything you need. Now, while we're still on the topic of limited, we also have limited shopping. So we have like those big box brands like Target, Kohl's, Home Depot, PetSmart, OfficeMax, those big boys. But other than that, we don't really have a ton. So for me as a guy, I think it's way too much. But typically for the ladies, they're looking for either designer brands or luxury brands or just nicer stores in general or more options to shop from. You also have some stuff down the downtown strip, which are gonna be locally owned. Those are gonna be very pretty, but it doesn't really get the job done because most people who are looking for shopping, they're looking for a lot of shopping or many places to go to in one stop. So if you do want that, you drive 15 minutes to Buford or 20 minutes to Gainesville. You're just so close to anything you need. That's like, it's more of a pro, in my opinion. It sucks because you can't just drive 5 minutes to get something, but because there's not something here, there's no traffic. And so if you just wanna live your daily life, no traffic. But if you really do wanna go shopping, you're 15 minutes from anything you need. So I actually see it as a pro, but I think it's gonna be a con for most of you guys, so it's a con. This is like the dumbest con ever, but it is a con. I don't know why it's like this. Flowery Branch, you can almost expect your power to go out once a month. Now, the vast majority of the times, it's for like 5 seconds, but 3 to 4 times a year, it'll go out for about 30 minutes. And you're like, why does the power go out so often in Flowery Branch? I have no clue. Literally, like the windstorms will get over, 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, which is really not even that bad. And then your power go out. You're like, dude, are you kidding me? Like I don't know how it works. So maybe I'm just an idiot and maybe it's way above my head, but it's like, I don't see any other city going out for 20 mile an hour winds, whatever. But yeah, certainly a con. So even though there's all those cons, it's awesome. Like it's such a great place. I plan to live here forever until things change, and definitely I'll be living here forever because I just love Flowery Branch. It's the perfect spot. You're right beside everything and there's no traffic. Like I couldn't ask for anything better. And if I just wanted to go to the grocery store, 5 minutes, I got Publix. Like I'm good. I have everything I need. Also, if you're looking to make a move here, I door knock and cold call all the time. And if you're from here and you're watching this, you probably recognize me because I probably door knocked your house. I've door knocked over 5,000 houses in this city. If you're looking to make a move here, I probably have someone on my list who plans on moving in the next year that is kind of off market. hit me up. Like, I might be able to connect you two before it even needs to go on the market or before that house hits the market. I'm telling you, I probably have the house that would just be perfect for you. I have my number, I have a link for you to connect me and you together. I'd love to talk to you. Anyways, my name's Tristan, I'm out.